Hey guys, I'm back with another video about jailbreaking. So today I'm going to show you my top 15 jailbreak tweaks for iOS 10.2 and how to use them. I hope you guys enjoy the video. First, we're going to start off with a classic one called Activator. Now, Activator is a tweak that you can install in Cydia. You don't need any extra sources, but what it does is it can carry out tasks really simply. So just say I wanted to launch my music player. All I have to do is 3D touch in the status bar. And as you can see, it starts right here. And I can just hide it using the same functionality. 3D touch on the status bar. So you can do many different things. It's not just for this, but you can practically create anything you want and the possibilities are endless. So once you open the app, obviously you have the anywhere, which means that it'll do it. You can launch whatever feature you're trying to from anywhere on your phone, and so on and so forth. And once you do that, it's pretty much just tweaking your settings to the way you want, and after that, really, having the jailbreak becomes much more enjoyable. So next up we have Anemone. Now, hopefully many of you have heard of what Winterboard is. Winterboard was a theming tweak for icons and UI with Cydia in the previous versions. However, I feel like Winterboard has fallen behind in this race for theming because it's a little bit buggy on the 10.2 jailbreak, at least on my particular device. So this is an alternative called Anemone, and I think Anemone works better because it lets you preview the theme before you equip it. So if we launch it real quick and we go to preview up in the top right, you can see that it shows you what it looks like before you actually launch it, and as you can see, that's exactly what it looks like. So it's really just installing the themes off of Cydia, which are not super hard to find, trust me. And then they'll show up here, and you can just pick the certain ones you want, and yeah, pretty much you're good to go from there. So next is Analaunch. Now, in order to get this tweak, you'll have to enter the following source. It's displayed on the screen, and just put that into your sources. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it as Cydia. Wait for that to launch. Then what we're going to do is wait for it to load, apparently. Oh, there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Sources right down here in the bottom. And then we're going to hit Edit and Add. And then what you're going to do is type in what the source is. I'm actually not sure what it is off the top of my head, but I'll have it on the screen for you. It's this one, I can tell you that. It is right here. repo.hackyoriphone.org, this one right here. So you hit Edit, Add, repo.hackyoriphone.org. Hit Add Source, the usual drill. And once you do that, you get to have this. Oh, now we're reloading data. I'm going to skip through this. Now what we can do is we're going to go and open settings, and you can see that little opaque blur right before it launches. Here, let me do it again if you didn't catch that last time. Okay, now watch closely. So it kind of slows down the launch of the app, which a lot of people are kind of against, but I think it just makes it look a little bit more springy, so I'm going to keep it. So what you can do with Analaunch is you can change that color from opaque to whatever you want, and you can even add a sound. But we'll just work with the colors for now. So what you can do is you can go to certain apps, and you can do, so I did global. So as you can see, it says Mac OS X dock bounce. So as if you look closely, you can see the app bounce like it would on a Mac dock. There you go. I don't know if you could catch that or not, but just replay and you should be able to see it as it bounces a little bit. Next we have Aporeo. Aporeo is a tweak that will benefit you in the long run with charging your device. So as many of you already know, installing a jailbreak will drain your battery a little bit faster than it normally would, and that means you're plugging it in earlier in the day. Well, good thing for you, Aporeo is a tweak that will automatically enable low power mode when you plug in. So as you can see, I do not have low power mode as of right now, but if I plug my cable in just like this, you can see it turned into low power mode, and if I unplug it, it's back to normal. So what this does is that it doesn't use low power mode while you're using it, but it uses it while it's plugged in. So it ends up charging faster. Barrel is a very popular tweak. Basically what it does is it customizes your applications how they move when switching pages on your home screen. So as you look, you can see it kind of forms into a circle and then does that. So what we can do is if we want to change the settings around, the picture and the link of where you got to download it all will be right here on the screen. But what Barrel is, it's right here. What it does is it has all these different types of modes, and you can pick different ones. So let's just say we pick Pac-Man, the exit, and as you can see, it makes a little Pac-Man face of the thing on the side, and I think it looks really cool. But personally, Vortex is the one that I roll with, so we'll go back to Vortex. Now I want to showcase both of these tweaks together because really both of these tweaks should have just been installed in one package tweak. And these tweaks are better 5-column home screen and better 5-icon dock. So as you can see, my iPhone has 5 icons across, and well, it has 5 icons in the dock, but right now it only has 4. And as you can see, if I just drag this over, now I have 5 icons in my dock. So, whoops. Okay, so as you can see, I feel like these kind of go hand in hand because it looks the best that way. So these tweaks now allow you 5 more icons on your page because it is, I mean 6, my bad. Normally you'd only get the 25 because it's a 5x5, but now it's a 5x6 and you would get those extra 6. So I think that's good. I have a lot of apps and I like to keep them all on my front page rather than kind of swiping around and looking for them. Now, if you have curious eyes at home or at work and you don't carry your phone around everywhere around the home or office, you should definitely get this tweak. It's called BioProtect, and it's a tweak that adds a second layer of protection to those extra special apps that you can choose. So as you see, if we try to open my Snapchat, it brings up this BioProtect prompt with a fingerprint verification. So you can even customize it the way that this looks in settings. So as you see, hold on, we'll go right back. As you see, it pops up right with a BioProtect, and it has that gold ring around it, right? Well, just say your phone is not gold and you don't like gold. No problem. You just want to go over to BioProtect, and you can go down to circle color. You have all these customizations, so you can even change the glyph of the way that it moves, and you can also choose silver, black, or gold. So I'm going to stick with gold because I have a gold phone. Now, in order to get this tweak, I mentioned earlier a source with Barrel, which was repo.hackyouriphone.org. It'll be displayed on the screen again, but you're going to have to add that in order to get it. Just follow the same steps that you did with Barrel, and it should be up and running. Now I want to introduce an app called Evanesco. Now Evanesco is an app that kind of blurs your home screen after a couple seconds, and as you can see, there it is. It gestures my wallpaper, and it kind of blurs the icons out to make it look like this. And as soon as I tap the screen again, it all comes back. Now I think this has a little nice sleek touch to iOS, something that maybe iOS should have included, something not necessary, but definitely that makes the aesthetic of the software look so much nicer. So in order to get this, it's called Evanesco, and I have the pictures up next to here, and you can choose it to a certain degree. So as you can see, mine completely fades out, but if we can go to the settings of Evanesco right here, we can go and we can check how many seconds before it'll start to fade, and then also how much it fades. So this would be the least it would fade, and this is the most that it fades. I'm going to leave it at most because I like having that just clear see-through with the background. Now many of you probably know an app called iFile, which used to rule Cydia in terms of mobile file managers. However, a new tweak is now surfaced, and it's called Filza File Manager. So Filza File Manager right here is, I think, one of the best file managers regarding iOS, and it does everything for free, unlike iFile, which required you to donate or pay a subscription. And it does everything for free with no limitations. And so I'm not really going to get into the app because it's your iPhone files, and I feel it's a little bit unnecessary. But if you have questions on it, feel free to leave a comment down below. But this is something you should definitely download because it is so much better than iFile. With iOS 10, most iPhones were introduced with a feature called Raise to Wake. And what Raise to Wake does is it would basically, as soon as you turn the screen up, it would turn the device on. Now, if you like to use this feature or you use this feature, you should definitely get this tweak. This tweak is called face down, and as soon as you turn it upside down, it turns off. So there are no settings for the app. It's just, plug and play. You install it and you're good to go. Now, Noctis is an incredible tweak. It brings dark mode to the control center and the notification center, as well as this page over here on the left. I'm not sure what you call it. Anyways, it really looks great and brings a darker scale into factors. So as you can see, it's the normal white opaque, widgets and stuff like that, and so is the control center. But as soon as I click this lampshade right here, as you see, it turns dark, and over here it turns dark. I think it really looks nice, and I used to have this tweak called Eclipse 4 that would make all my applications dark, and even settings. As you can see, settings is still, the normal white. But it kind of gets a little bit tiring, especially if you're not using this at night. So the problem with Eclipse 4 was that you couldn't really enable it and disable it. You'd have to install and reinstall the tweaks. So I decided to get rid of it altogether. But if that's your style, by all means, you should get it. And it's called Eclipse 4, and I'll have a link up here to check. Sonus is a volume HUD redesign. And in fact, I'm very pleased with it. Many of you probably know that you've become accustomed to the volume dial in Instagram, and Sonus brings that to the rest of the icons. So if you look in the top, I have that same type of dial for volume. And, if you're not much of that type of dial fan, no worries. You can go into settings and you can change it. So all you gotta look for is Sonus. And you can go to appearance and you can change it. You can change the size and position. You can basically do whatever you want to it. And it's so much better than having that big square blob in the front that would block the media whenever you're trying to watch a video. And it's just much more sleek, less noticeable. The next tweak is Repower. Now Repower is a tweak that will add more toggles to your power down page. So as you can see from the screenshot here, it has 3 toggles now. Slide to power off, slide to reboot, and slide to respring. Respringing is always useful as you're going to be installing new tweaks, and respringing obviously will, install them properly. The thing with the new 10.2 jailbreak is that it's semi-tethered, meaning that you can turn it on and off by rebooting your phone. And now you have a toggle to do that instead of having to do it manually. So all I have to do is hold down the power switch, and you have all 3 toggles there with the tweak installed. So just say I going to an Apple store and I need to get my phone checked out or something. All I gotta do, hold the power button down, slide to reboot, and I'm now unjailbroken. And just say I tried a new tweak. All I gotta do is hold the power button down, slide to respring, and I have that tweak installed. So my final tweak for you guys is called Lock HTML4. As you can see, my clock on my lock screen is a little bit different looking from the normal stock version. And that's because of a tweak called Lock HTML. So let me get into it and just show you how it's done. So this is the tweak settings here. I'll have all the information up on the screen as usual. But I have the widget called Pebbly LS, which I think is one of the best. It writes down in words, and then sometimes I'll also like to add in LS confused, and I'll just do that. And as you can see, it looks really nice on the lock screen. But for now, I think I'm going to go without LS confused. But so if you guys want to get Pebbly LS, which a lot of people do because it's a very popular one, I'll have the link in the description and on the screen where you can download it off of a Dropbox link. So be sure to do that and install it. But I'm going to just go around the settings of Lock HTML4 before I end this video off. So you can check the widget position. So if this basically what it means is that above notifications means that your widget will be above notifications, meaning that it won't be like up or down like on the y-axis, but on a z-axis. If you think about it, it'll be more forward. So I like it in the background because I think my notifications are more important. This is the main stuff, and then you can also hide lock screen elements. So you can hide the clock view, which I've done all of that, so it looks a lot more sleek. And it's pretty much widget actions too. So this is what I've done is that since my clock is right in the middle of the screen, when notifications come, it'll get covered up. So I edited the settings and made it slide. So when I get a notification, it'll slide up, and I'm about to show you just how to do that. So if you have an iPhone 6s or 6, put these coordinates in. It's negative 2, 10, and 1. And the 1 is not actually a coordinate, but it's a speed of how fast it moves. So you can play around with that, but make sure that the 2, 10 is just like that. So I'm going to send myself a notification real quick, and I'll be right back on the home screen with it. And there you have it. As you just saw, when I got this text, my thing will slide up, and then if I try to clear it, it'll slide back down. I think that's very, very sleek, and definitely something that iOS needs to bring. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next.